You're raving with RWR. Fabulous songwriters from Belgium and beyond, the lowlands, the highlands, and far across the pond. On Instagram and Facebook too, you can follow, like, and share. Please hit subscribe and join the tribe from the comfort of your chair. You're raving with RWR. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Raving with RWR, episode number 95 here tonight on my YouTube channel, Songs from the RWR Room, dedicated to singer-songwriters from Belgium and beyond. I hope you're all doing fine and well wherever you're watching from in the world. It is Sunday the 28th of November in the year 2021, in case you're watching from the future. I know you will be. How are you all doing? We have some viewers joining us now, which is very nice to see. Welcome, everybody. If you're watching on Facebook, you're also welcome there as well. Thank you for joining us. If you are watching on YouTube, it's your first time to the channel or you haven't already done so, would you please hit that subscribe button down below there? It helps a great deal, and give the video a big thumbs up there for us as well. Thanks very much. Much appreciated. Streaming with StreamYard tonight to YouTube and Facebook, courtesy of the great people of G-Sharp Guitars, who sponsor the streams. Norwegian invented travel electric guitars there. You can check them out in the links below. And they're made in Kansas and sold out of Kansas in America at the moment. So thanks very much to G-Sharp Guitars. If you have questions or comments, or you want to say hello, do so. I will maybe, if the comments are nice. Hello, Stephen. Mr. Good Mojo is tuned in. Great to see you, sir. Goeien Abend, sir. And Guten Abend from Germany, of course. Chris Link is there as usual too. And hoi, vanuit the Netherlands, Ina. Nice to thank you for being here, Ina. It's great to see you all. And if anyone wants to say hello, please do so. And we'll stick a comment up there. And you can talk to Margot or myself. You have no sound in it. I think everybody else does. Can you let me know if we do, folks? That would be very handy to know if we have sound. Ina says no. But Chris and Stephen, will you let me know if we do, please, before we proceed? Is there sound coming out? Margot, can you hear what's going on over there? Yeah, okay, so we do have sound. Good. Okay, looks like we have sound. My guest tonight is over in the Netherlands and Amsterdam, to be precise. Great friend of mine. We go back many years in the game, and it's lovely to have her on the show here for episode number 95. So please welcome, without further ado, the lovely Margot Merah. There she is.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, it's great to have you. Great to have you on the show, Margot. You're based in Amsterdam now?
Yes.
Always, as always. Were you always based in Amsterdam?
No. I'm import, but for many years already.
For many years already.
Oh God, 20-something, 28, probably. Yeah, 27, something like that.
And you're just back from the US of A. Are you
Yes,
jet lagged? Are you okay?
I am. I'm getting there. Yeah.
It was a nice time.
It was wonderful. It was the first time I was there without any gigs.
All right.
I was actually on a proper holiday. Tour. Wonderful.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome here. I know you have lots of fans and friends tuned in tonight, and it's great to see that. And Ina is already saying that she saw a gig in the Lantern in Zevenaar, indeed, with the lasses.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a great spot as well. I played that myself.
That was a beautiful.
Zevenaar is beautiful. Yeah, it is absolutely. So I get this bit out of the way first. People, your friends and friends and people who follow you, of course, know that you've been battling an illness recently. Do you want to talk a little bit about that, or not really, or how are you doing anyway?
I'm doing good. I'm doing really well. Yeah, it was hard and scary, and kind of a black book that all of a sudden was dropped into my lap and opened up, and everything was really dire and black. But it's almost as soon as it appeared, it also disappeared again. So in short, I was very sick and things looked really bad. And then with the help of many fantastic doctors, they managed to, with chemo, to do something about it, and then to operate. And they weren't sure whether they were able to, but yeah, it turned out they were. And then after the operation, that was it. Like, okay, you're good to go.
That was it. You're fine again, and off you go.
Yeah.
Really amazing.
So yeah, I'm being checked on every couple of months, but yeah. So, and I recently had a check, and things are okay again. So
that's great news. Yeah. We need good news in these times, Margot,
yes.
and that's fantastic.
Well,
that's
news.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we won't dwell on it, but I just wanted to see how you were doing and ask, you know, and I'm glad you're back in action. You've been busy. I mean, I know that this lockdown thing happened. You were saying that it spurred you on to things, because you told me the last time we spoke that you never really intended to be sort of the front person or sort of the singer-songwriter or the first. How did it come about then? I mean, you would have been happy, like, what, just singing background vocals for people, or what was your initial intention?
Well, I always pictured myself, I guess, and I always loved to be a harmony singer. Just let somebody be out front there and you know, do the rock and roll thing, or you know, be the showman or the showwoman, and let me just be there in the back, maybe playing a little bass guitar, or you know, and just sing harmonies, and just I'd be super happy doing that. I think all my life.
Yeah, really.
Still, yeah. Recently, I recorded some backing vocals, and I was like, it's so fun to do. I love it.
Yeah, I love that. That's really a big part of what you do, and you do it very well. I mean, I heard you singing with many singers and musicians over the years, and yeah, you do feel, you can see that you feel comfortable in that role, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
So why suddenly did you feel the urge for some reason to be a front person and to write songs or was it kind of happen accidentally? Or
I've always written you know, songs and poems. I just they didn't go anywhere. They just stayed with me and then disappeared again. But so the first step was, of course, to go and be on a stage with Sophie as the Lasses. That was the first time I was really like kind of center stage.
Are you talking about a few years ago now? When did this sort of happen?
Well, okay, let's go back to the start of it. I have done, you know, little things, but never something real, and basically because I didn't dare to. Now I've been a regular in Mulligan's since I think 1994 or something.
Yeah.
And I never sang at the sessions. Well, there was a Sunday session where people didn't sing. But then Victor Lacken started his backroom sessions, I think in maybe around 2011. And I didn't dare to come because I thought it wasn't for me.
Right.
And then at some point, there was a charity gig, I think, and Jimmy Ellis and I were going to sing a few songs. So I sang some harmony with Jimmy Ellis, and I think I sang one song, and he played the fiddle and sang harmony, something like that. And then Victor said, like, you should come to the Wednesday sessions. And I was like, oh, well, okay, you know, if he asks, I'll come. So I came, and I just sat there and sang some harmonies. And then he kind of said, like, well, in the voice that he can have, like, you sing a song. Okay, so I sang a song, and then nobody left. You know, nobody got up and say, "Oh, okay, it's time for a pint." And then Victor said, like, sing another one, you know, and then he said, "See you next week," and then again. And I was like, well, if people want to hear me here, that's great. I'll sing. You know, I have a ton of songs. I'll sing. Yeah.
And did you know Sophie at that stage? You know, no, you didn't. You hadn't met at that stage then.
No, after a few weeks, somebody said, like, there's this other woman coming here, and she sings with the same kind of songs as you sing, and she sings with the same kind of intention and emotion, and I'm sure you'll like her. And they had said the same thing to Sophie. And that one Wednesday, and it took a couple of months, maybe like half a year. I think I was singing the song, or she was singing the song. I don't know, but you know, the other one sang a harmony. We sang a harmony to each other's songs, and halfway through the song, we looked at each other like, "Oh, you must be that person that we were talking about." And it was instant click when it comes to music.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this is great singing with you. This is wonderful.
Yeah, even when you first appeared on the scene, you could feel that you were really sort of like you've been singing for years, almost like sisters as such.
Yeah,
And I thought that was lovely to see when you did come on the scene. Hello, Tony. There, he's saying hello, Cithern stuff. Sounds like a Cithern player to me. Hi, Tony. Thanks for joining us. It really felt like you were. Yeah, a real match made in heaven. We'll have a song from the Lasses, of course, later on. I'll put the Facebook page up there if anyone wants to check out the Lasses later. Folks are fantastic duo, sometimes trio. Absolutely. And your website, Margot, is there, and of course, we'll talk about your single, which you just released, which is beautiful, Standing Still. And I know people can pre-order that already, can they, on Bandcamp?
Yes, there's a whole album coming out in February.
Fantastic.
Yeah, you can listen to the single and you can order the album.
We're going to play the single in a few minutes and pre-order the album. Absolutely. So, folks, there you go. Check out Margot's Bandcamp if you want to support her, get her music, and pre-order the album. And of course, buy the single, which you're about to hear in a moment. That would be brilliant. What inspired the song? I mean, you said you've been writing and all the time writing. Was this song a newer song you'd written, or was it one of the older ones that you brought to the table, or how did it go?
No, it's one that I wrote shortly after the pandemic broke out. I was in America doing a little tour with Timothy Hull at that time, and we saw one gig after another fell through. So we, out of 11 gigs, I think we did 4, and then everything else got cancelled. And I was kind of stuck there. Couldn't do anything, couldn't go anywhere. And then I got home, and I was sitting here, and it was a weird situation, because on the one hand, it was really a little scary, and like for the world, for the health of the world, and for being a professional musician, like there was no gigs, nothing happened.
Forget it, yeah.
And on the other hand, it was wonderful. It was great. I did long walks, like 1 hour and an hour and a half to 2 hour walks every day. I didn't see anybody. I didn't have to go anywhere. I didn't have to do anything. I found out that I'm really good at being on my own. I'm just a little hermit in my little house. And it's wonderful. Yeah. So this was the way, but you don't know how long it's going to last. That was the whole thing. So it started off almost as a kind of love song, just like, I don't know when I'm going to be able to see you again. I don't know how long this is going to last. We can only, we can only do so much, and everybody's just kind of waiting to see what happens. A lot of people, I think, have felt that they've lost a year because
that's true.
Nothing much happened. And on the other hand, I think it was a great opportunity for people to reevaluate a lot of things in life. Like, okay, what is really, what do you really care about? What do you really want to do? So I wrote a song just for that. And then I recorded it shortly after. And then I got sick and, got better. And then we finished the song. And the interesting thing was, of course, then it got a whole different meaning.
Yeah.
Towards the meaning that it had. And I think that's the beauty of songs as well, that you can, I can tell you what I think it's about, but it doesn't really matter, because what matters is what you think it's about.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely the key to a good song, when other people can relate to it, absolutely, in their own way.
Yeah.
Very much so, and we spoke about it earlier, but I spoke to some musicians here about just about what you said. It's the first time ever, really, in the career of a musician, be they professional or semi-professional, that we've had to take a step back, and that's not always a bad thing. Sure, it's bad when you lose your income and you can't work, but it's not always a bad thing for the head to be, as you said, to be able to take long walks that you wouldn't normally do, to reassess things, to maybe write more songs, to maybe learn another instrument. There's lots of things that went on for people, and it's still going on for people that that never thought they could do or would ever do. You hit the nail on the head there when you were speaking about that. Some musicians really step back, and you even did it, so it did live streams. A lot of musicians did live streams. You did a lovely thing, that the duet from a distance. Is that what it was called?
Yeah,
where you sang songs with other people, and that was early on in the lockdown, the first lockdown.
Yeah,
I remember.
Yeah, I did some concerts as well, and it was pretty great. I just sat here recording a song, sending it to somebody, and then waiting to get something back and editing it.
Yeah, so you found it quite a productive time overall.
Yeah, but a newly productive, a newly creative time. So sometimes we're so busy with doing whatever we're doing, like show after show, and all of a sudden there was this space to invent something new.
Absolutely.
I think there's a ton of albums coming out anyway, because everybody's like, let's write some songs, let's go into the studio.
So some musicians really did that. Some of them were just hands off. I'm just taking a step back from the whole thing, probably me included. Yeah. But so it affects people differently, and as you said, it was good and bad in many ways.
Yeah.
But this first song we're going to play is the single from the forthcoming album, and it's beautiful. I love the way it's shot as well. Tell us a little bit about the making of the video, and it looks like a beautiful day.
Yeah, well, this is the video that I had in my head, and we were in Middleburg, and I had this video, like, I just want to walk in a lonely, empty city, and just people alone with their thoughts, because I think that's what people have been, and that's what I have been, alone with your thoughts for so long, and it was a tryout. I said, I didn't dress up for it. I didn't do anything specific for it. I said, just walk behind me here and there. And let's put this, let's do that, and let's do that. And then I put it together. And because, Timothy is a great filmer. He's a very steady hand.
Yeah, he sure is. And he did a great job.
Yeah, and the sun was low, so it shone into the camera a few times, which gives these beautiful glares, and the city was very empty. So when I made a tryout video mix, when I edited it together, like something like this, see if it works.
Yeah.
And I showed it to a few people, and they said, like, you don't change it. You shouldn't change it. You should.
No, it's lovely.
Yeah. So I don't know whether I should say, but the funny thing is that it's shot in June. And there was the football was going on, so you can see that I have a little tattoo on my arm, which is actually, I don't have a tattoo. It's a tattoo from the football.
Okay.
But I thought it was be a tryout.
Yeah, so that might explain the empty streets as well, then maybe.
The empty, and it was also still COVID. Like
as
people
well,
were staying indoors.
All right.
That might explain the empty streets. So,
Well, let's give it a play. It's a beautiful song, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes, folks, with some more chat with Margot. Enjoy this great song, the first song of her new album, Standing Still. Beautiful.
See how the colors slowly fade, shadows getting longer. Cities growing quiet as the people going home. And you awaken to the sound of seagulls, crows, and eagles. The sun is low over the Cascades, their tops of silver snow. Days and weeks and months, I don't know what's coming. Only time can tell. Time is standing still. And in the dark and empty streets, I inhale the springtime air. River in the moonlight, it's the little things we share. And we talk over the phone for hours while I'm walking. Special time for two keeps me close. Days and weeks and months, I don't know what's coming. Only time can tell. Time is standing still. Time to tend the garden, time to clear the air, time to write a love song, and a little time to care. Like the river, life was running forever in a haste. Now we stop, but are we losing or learning different ways? Days and weeks and months, I don't know what's coming. Only time can tell. Time is standing still. Time is standing still.
Beautiful. Prachtig, as well as Harma says. Prachtig. Absolutely.
Thank you, Will.
That's beautiful, yeah. You saw Chris's comment there as well. He watched it already this afternoon. Yeah, so you're getting great. You must be getting great reactions to that. It's a beautiful song and lovely video, and kudos to him as well for filming and as well. Do you co-write with anybody, or has up to now has it always been just some solo writing, or?
No, I do co-write. So Sophie and I just sang trad songs together, or Irish and Scottish and a lot of trad songs.
Yeah.
And then when we got together with Catherine and played with her, she was writing and also performing her own songs a lot, and she really encouraged us to write as well. And I'm not sure what happened first. Maybe we shared a song of our own, but at some point Sophie and I decided to write together as well. So we've written a few songs together, and also one that we wrote together with Catherine, with the three of us.
Yeah. Was that Hunter Moon, or?
No, Hunter.
No,
Hunter Moon was by me.
Hunter Moon is yours.
It was Spring Is Here, which was really great. It was the last day of a tour that we did with Catherine in the USA.
Yeah.
And we decided to, all for like 2.5 weeks, I think we had said we wanted to write together, but it just didn't happen because you're busy every day going someplace, and then the last day of the tour we said we want to write together. We want to say, okay, we're going to try to do it now. Yeah. So we each took 10 minutes, literally 10 minutes in the corner of a room, and then we got back together and we looked at all our notes and we compared and like, okay, yeah, we could make this, we could make that, and quickly we had a song like almost ready, and then we finished it off, the three of us, which was super great. Yeah,
that's really cool. And when you write yourself, then what's your own process like? Your solitary songwriting process. Are you a lyric first, music second, or do you have to sit down with an instrument and see what comes? How do you think it works for you?
Usually words come with a melody, not necessarily with the chords already. But so I there's a lot of singing in my head, and then if I think I want to save it, there's singing into my phone.
Okay.
And there's a lot of I write down little bits often when I hear something, like a comparison or just a nice image or just a sentence that pops into my head, I would write it down. But then very often when I sit down with notes to write a song, or sometimes I've been playing for like days or weeks with an idea of something that I like to write. And then when I sit down to actually write a song about it, it doesn't happen. Then usually I write something else.
Uh-huh.
Like
it
this is
goes
what
in
I'm
another
gonna do.
direction.
It goes in the other direction. So, and it's different also. There's songs that come really quick, and there's songs that take crafting and going back to it and not happy yet. And that's also why most of my songs never make it to being an actual song, because I don't often go back to something that I have already written and finish it. If I do that, then sometimes something else pops up and I make something else.
You like to kind of start it and stay on a flow. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Try to see it through to the end.
Only if a song is like 80% ready and sticks in my head, then I will go back to it and finish it.
Right.
But I've called myself the queen of the unfinished song, because I really have. Well, I don't want to brag, but I have probably over 100 of half songs, unfinished songs that are.
Well, maybe that's where co-writing could come into play for you more than maybe to hand it off to someone. I know I've done that where we can't finish something or you feel stuck, or maybe they're too precious to you personally. I don't know, to give them to hand them on as well. That's the other side of that coin, but maybe with Timothy or someone you trust.
It works. I actually wrote a song with Timothy not so long ago, and it was a song that I wrote for Catherine Clare's wedding. Like, you had her on the show not so long ago.
I told her she got married without even asking me. She went off and married someone else, and I was so shocked and sad. And I told her, I said,
1,000 others, man.
Yeah, I know. join the line. So Catherine's gone. Yeah, she's married now, and I couldn't stop her.
No, which is great. Yeah, but I wrote a song for her together with Timothy, and it was so much easier, because when I write something, I always think, oh no, that's not good enough. Oh, that's a super cliche. So all this doubt comes into my mind. But when somebody sitting next to you and says, "Oh, that's great.
Yes.
Oh, let's do that. Oh yeah, that's fantastic." Exactly. Yeah. Even if you afterwards change it, it's kind of the positivity of like, it's good enough. This is good. This is usable. We'll go with this, and then maybe later you can change it. But
or get the bones of it together, and then
But for yourself, it's never finished, because it could always be better or different. Like when is something finished? There's no way of it saying.
Yeah, sometimes songs are always a work in progress too. It's like you see it happen with authors who release a book, and a few years later they'll come back and they'll maybe add a different ending or another chapter or something, like a postscript or whatever, where they'll and I've seen songwriters do that too, where they've released an album but they'll revisit the song several years later, and they'll maybe change something about it or add a verse or make a tempo change or something. And I think it's okay to do that. If it enhances the song, it's probably okay. If it makes it better. And why not? They're our babies, and we're allowed to tinker with them, as they say.
It's true.
I indeed, Inge, thanks for that comment there as well. Even the classic composers, yes, they have indeed.
Good company. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Jasper. Good to see you, and thanks, Inge, for joining us as well. Jasper, I love that. I love the song with Timothy.
Oh yes,
I don't know if I've heard it, but Jasper loves it anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you remember when you came down to Ghent and you sang "Twirl" for me in the first RWR room? I'm going to play that next. Yourself and Timothy actually came down. You were both there the same day, and I was very lucky to be able to film a song from both of you. But you gave us a twirl. I was going to say, you gave us "Twirl" on that day. Will you tell us a little bit about Twirl and where it came from, what it's about?
Yes. I wrote that in Portland, actually. And most of my songs I write for other people or about other people or with the with the feelings or the thoughts of somebody else in mind.
Yeah.
I won't tell you who I had in mind for this one, but
okay.
it was for a friend who was in so much doubt about the person that she really loved. And yeah, that's basically it. You know, like I think there's a lot of doubt in relationships. Like, is this really it? You know, is this enough? Do I just have to accept that this is it, or do I go searching for something more or better? Or, you know, So that's all of that. And I remember specifically that Sophie and I had said to each other, okay, today we're going to go write a song. So we're going to go to our favorite coffee place around the corner from where Catherine was living, and we ordered a coffee and a bagel, and we sat down and we wrote this. Then that's where it's written. And
so this is a co-write then. This is a
no. I wrote it.
You wrote
I know.
this
Sophie was working on her own song. Yeah, I don't know which one actually.
Yes.
Don't remember.
Right. Okay. Yes, I was confused with that.
But it's also, you know, you sometimes have to dedicate time to finish a song, and that was definitely dedicated time to.
Well, this was it was a gorgeous day in the old RWR room when you came all the way down, and you did a fantastic job. So we'll give it a play. It's called Twirl, folks. Enjoy this lovely song from Margot from the old RWR room days. Gorgeous performance of a gorgeous song. Enjoy. See you in a few minutes.
One afternoon in April, the sun is high up in the sky. Walk along the river, almost feel you by my side. It's the best thing in the whole wide world. For a while I sing out loud, but then you vanish out of sight, and again I start to doubt. Are you the one that will wait for me for hours in the rain? Will you hold me tight and stroke my hair when I think I go insane? Will you be picking up the pieces when I lay broken on the floor? And will you twirl me round the dance floor until I can't twirl anymore? I'm throwing petals in the river, and you are on the other side. They try to find their way to you, but are stymied by the tide. You see, I'm just like one of them. I want to reach and get across, but then, like many times before, will you turn and leave me lost? Are you the one that will wait for me for hours in the rain? Will you hold me tight and stroke my hair when I think I go insane? Will you be picking up the pieces when I lay broken on the floor? And will you twirl me round the dance floor until I can't twirl anymore? I long for you to reach out, show you understand my fears, and that you won't go anywhere just because for hours in the rain. Will you hold me tight and stroke my hair when I think I go insane? Will you be picking up the pieces when I lay broken on the floor? And will you twirl me round the dance floor until I can't twirl anymore? Until I can't twirl anymore.
Twirl. Yeah, another Margot beauty. Absolutely. Yeah, that blew me away. I loved recording that, and it was just lovely. What's Stephen saying? No green wall in the old room. No, only horrible old wine curtains. Yeah, absolutely beautiful song. Thanks, Stephen, for the comment, and Chris for the one before.
Yeah.
So
I'd like to thank everybody for the nice comments. I don't know where to type that in, so I don't think I can.
Well, it's all right. Well, saying
Very
it
much
is
appreciated.
perfectly fine. It's nice that you say it. Yeah, absolutely. We both appreciate the comments and hopefully the share later on, folks. We'd much appreciate if you share this out. This will stay on YouTube as a YouTube link. It will disappear off Facebook after, so just be aware. If you're sharing it out, please use the YouTube link, and show Margot some love in the comments below as well. Then later on, speaking of showing you love, people can pre-order your new album, which will be out on the 13th of February. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
You didn't decide to do it on Valentine's Day, no?
No, because that's a Monday.
I see.
Yeah.
Sunday.
No, so
Of course, to coincide with the concert.
A concert on Sunday. Yeah, and the online release will be a little later, but the physical release and the Bandcamp release will be on the 13th.
On the 15th, not the 13th. On the 13th of February. 13. Where is the launch happening?
In the Rode Bioscoop in Amsterdam.
Rode Bioscoop. Okay.
Yeah, it's a wonderful, beautiful venue.
I heard about it. Never been in.
That's wonderful.
Nice. Okay. Fantastic. Well, and of course, anybody, if you need reminders of that, folks, there you go. I suppose everything will be on your Punt NL if they want to check out. Are you going to make physical copies as well, or will it just be a digital?
I am. Yeah. No, great. I'm going to make physical copies. Yeah, and I'm actually working on the artwork, and the album is going to be called Take Heart.
Beautiful.
And as soon as I had that title, which I thought was so fitting for everything I've been going through the last year and a half, whatever year. And then I thought, it would be a great idea if people will send in hearts, like if they will draw a little heart or make a little heart of wood or of glass or whatever. And I have a lot of hearts already. Wow. But the finishing touches on the artwork will be done this coming week. So if you have a little heart and you want to send it in, it can be as simple and as small.
That's a gorgeous
thing. Because it will be small anyway in the album. So please, visit my website or my Facebook and
send a heart for the Stephen, the good Mojo Smith is sending a heart in his comment.
Oh, great.
You think you're talking about? So it has to be physical heart. Like it could be, as you said, piece of wood made from wood or glass or.
Yes, if you have something like wood, you can make a picture, or you can just make a drawing and send it in an email.
That's a great idea, and they can find where to send it on your website. Brilliant. That's a lovely idea.
I think so.
That's a lovely idea. Well, if they need to contact me or you later anyway, they can. Yeah, we'll hook them up with a heart address.
Thanks.
We'll sort that out. So tell us again about the new album. Where is it recorded? Are you doing it with musicians in one room? Are you doing it remotely, online? How is it taking shape?
I went to the studio in September or October last year, and there's a studio. It goes by the name of Snack Bar Demon. So it doesn't sound very proper.
Bar Demon. It sounds very Dutch, though.
It's very Dutch. It's a really good studio with a really good sound engineer, musician himself, and he's Yeah, he's really
What's his
good.
name?
Hector van Wijnbergen.
Hector van Wijnbergen.
Yeah, and we went there for 2 days, and I think I recorded 13 songs in 2 days, guitar and vocals all in one go.
Track them down.
So it was just a big, two big long days. Yeah, and out of the 13 songs, 2 didn't make it to the album for various reasons. But the weird thing was, of course, that after recording that, I got sick, and I didn't do anything for 9 months. But I was gonna record it with Alan McLaughlin. He's a good friend of mine, a multi-instrumentalist. He's got a
brilliant,
fantastic set of ears, and he's super musical. And so he was already gonna add to what I had done in the studio, and he did that during all my sickness and my treatment. He has been working on all these tracks.
Oh, wow.
So when I finally had the space in my head to go back to these songs, he had done a lot with him, and it was wonderful to hear, because on so many songs he had played a mandolin or a banjo or both, or guitar or electric guitar, or so many things that were there. So we sat down with him one by one, and some we just mixed, and some we took a lot away from what he recorded, just it was a bit much, and some we thought like, no, let's do this again. And it was wonderful to do that together, because it made me feel like I was super in control of whatever is happening, and at the same time I had somebody by my side who can play anything he wants, or anything I want. If I think of something, he can play it, and mostly more beautiful than I can think.
It's lovely to have that.
Yeah, and so we sort of just crafted and shaped the songs just the way we wanted them. We did one song again, because it was recorded at the end of the day, and you could hear that my voice was getting tired.
Yeah.
And
so
just in the last week, there have been cello parts added to 2 songs.
Sounds like a big production.
No, it does, but it's not. No,
it does, but it's not.
No,
very acoustic and
it's still very acoustic. Yeah, there's some electric guitar, and there's some EBO, like on Standing Still. And there's little organs here and there, but it's very much acoustic still, and all very mellow.
Yeah, well, we heard the single, so I suppose it'll be in the same sort of vein as of what we heard at the beginning. Great. No, it's very highly anticipated. I think there's going to be a lot of people dying to get hold of that album.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think so. I think so, because I said, I knew you as a folk singer, as a backing singer, and then suddenly you were with the Lasses, and now suddenly you have the solo thing going on, as Sophie does too. She writes great songs and has a great solo thing going on outside of the Lasses as well. Was music a huge part of your life, all of your life growing up, or did you have musical background, family members, mother, father? Where did it come from?
It was always a big part. Both my mother and father are very musical. My father was the first DJ in the little village he came from. He had like a mobile DJ station where they, if there was skating, they would go to the skating rink and play music. And he also played guitar, and he built his own guitar, a Hawaiian guitar. And my mother always sang, and I think she played the mandolin, although I've never seen a mandolin in our house.
Yeah.
But then when they had kids, just life was too busy, there was just too much work. So they didn't do much. My father played a little organ sometimes. My mother was always a member of a choir. And I started also with an organ, playing the organ, I think around 7. Oh no, actually I started with playing the trumpet.
Did you really? Of all instruments.
Of all instruments. Yeah, I wanted to play the piano, but we didn't have a piano. That was a bit of a problem. We did have an organ, but the teacher was too busy. He couldn't have me at that time. And then there was this ad in the paper that the local marching band was looking for new talent. So I joined them, and I played the trumpet in a marching band, which then turned into a horn, and which then turned into a saxophone. So I did that for 8 years or something.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And what was your connection? I mean, you and I both have a long history in Norway as well. Maybe even you more so. I mean, that's a big part of your musical history and journey as well, is it? Norwegian stuff.
Yes, I was there a few times, but not so often. It was more my boyfriend at the time. He had a big connection there, and he spent summers there busking, living in the woods and busking every day with different people. So, and I was there a few times. I busked a little bit in Norway, and I went to a festival maybe like 5 times. There was always at the end of this.
What was the name of that busking festival up there?
In Beitostølen, Troubadour Festival.
Troubadour Festival, yes, indeed.
So, and all the musicians of Oslo and Norway.
Met a lot of them myself, indeed, and they all used to kind of gather there. I remember that.
Yeah, and it was it's a long weekend of music and a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
Say
no more. Say no more. Will you tell us about this next song, please, dearest? We are going to have Nomi, and you're there's a man beside you playing a wonderful ukulele.
Oh yes, well that's my ukulele.
Yeah, it's your ukulele.
Yeah, it's and that is Alan McLaughlin actually.
That is Alan McLaughlin. Okay.
Yes, he is.
Let's see.
Yes.
1.5 meter binning. Yeah, that's the first thing we see. So that's Alan McLaughlin. Okay. You can tell I wasn't sure, but that's
he actually he'd never played that song on that instrument.
No.
It's like 5 minutes before I could play
joking
the ukulele. Yeah. No, that's the thing. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's and the song is a little bit of a funny story, I think, because I wrote it for a songwriter circle that I was doing. And I get together every 2 weeks with a bunch of people, and you share each other's new songs and new writings. Yeah. And the woman that organized it gave us a little assignment every so often. And the assignment that I had, because I missed a week, so I could choose between 2 assignments. One was write a song about a color, and the second one was write a song that's out of your comfort zone, like out of your normal style of writing.
Yeah.
And for 2 weeks, I had been thinking about the color green. And I had written down a ton of things about the color green, and I don't know, and it never got anywhere. It just didn't do anything.
It wasn't working for you, yeah.
It wasn't working, and I was thinking and trying, and then the day that we had the meeting again, that I had to present something, it was like a 7:30 meet, and it was 5:30. I was walking down the street. I had to cook dinner still, and all of a sudden was like, I could also do something that's out of my comfort zone. Maybe I could do jazz.
Yeah.
I was just thinking.
And you did.
And all of a sudden, this melody, the sentence popped in my head, and then the melody, and I was singing to my phone.
There it was.
And I came home.
Under pressure.
And I had 15 minutes. I wrote it down. I recorded it. I wrote down 1 verse and 1 chorus, and I recorded it. And then I cooked dinner, ate it, and went on my bike to this meeting. And when it was actually my turn, I had to listen to my phone, like, what did I write again? How did it go?
Yeah. Great.
And that was this. And it's just because it was kind of a co-write, because they said, that's so great. Like you should go on, and next week, let us hear how you finished it. So, and that's why I had to finish it, and that's why I finished it.
Well, it's fantastic. It's just such a lovely track. You played it for the Tune Sissies, I see.
Yes.
Yes, indeed you did. And thank you to the Tune Sissies for the use of their video as well. So we'll give it a play. Beautiful jazz number. Yeah, I didn't expect when I heard it for the first time. I was like, oh,
yeah. I'm not sure if it's really jazz, but for me,
it's jazzy, yeah. And fantastic accompaniment by Mr. McLaughlin there as well. Kudos to the man. So we'll have a listen to this. We'll come back in a couple of minutes, Margot, and we'll finish off our chat. Check this out, folks. It's a gorgeous jazzy song called Know Me, Margot Merah.
you say that you didn't like my style? Why would you tell me you don't like the way I dress? Why would you wait? Would you wait to watch me fall? You don't know me, you don't know me at all. You don't know my dreams, you don't care for my soul. You don't ask what goes on inside my head. I would tell you if I knew your intentions would be true. You don't know me, you don't know me at all. Why can't you see your joking words are hurting? Why would you want to turn me into someone else? Now is my time to stop and stand up tall. You don't know me, you don't know me at all. You don't know my dreams, you don't care for my soul. You don't ask what goes on inside my head. I would tell you if I knew your intentions would be true. You don't know me, you don't know me at all. When I thought it was the right thing, in all of these moments, why did I let them slide? The line it is drawn, no more answers to your call. You don't know me, you don't know me at all. You don't know my dreams, you don't care for my soul. You don't ask what goes on inside my head. I would tell you if I knew your intentions would be true. You don't know me, you don't know me, that you don't know me. You don't know me, that you don't know me, don't know me at all.
Well,
Sweet.
Yeah. As I said, amazing what can happen when you step outside your comfort zone. In fairness. Yeah, that's just gorgeous, really. And what playing from the man himself? Wow, amazing. And you said he just picked up that ukulele, never played the song before, and said, "Let's."
I think maybe he played the song before on guitar or on mandolin.
Yeah, he kind of knew it. But
Yeah, he knew the song a little bit. Yeah,
stunning musician.
so we
Yeah,
had
wow.
we had rehearsed, of course.
Yeah,
once.
sure. Is he living in Amsterdam or?
He is, yeah.
He is. Okay. Well, I have to meet the man. He's top notch. Absolutely is. Time is flying on this thing. We're nearly at a close, but
yes.
it's so lovely to have you here today, and great to see you looking so well, and that beaming smile is back, and it's great that you're here, Margot, to chat with us today. Very much appreciated. We will have a final song in a moment from the Lasses and Catherine Clare to play out. What's in the bag apart from, well, so you have the CD launch anyway in February, and I guess all going to plan. Hopefully that's going to happen.
Yeah,
everything's up in the air again, as you know. We don't need reminding, of course, but Timothy is there. Hello to him. It's been wonderful.
Hey.
Thank you. Nice to see you. I thought, I was wondering, was he watching? He is. Great to see you, sir. Thanks for tuning in. Lovely to have you with us. So yeah, so you going to write some more, apart from this album? You're going to continue, maybe even think about maybe it's early days to think about a second album, but is it kind of going to go that way, do you think? Or is it too early to say?
It's definitely going to go to more writing, because I'm at this moment kind of at the place where I have to stop myself, because I don't have all the energy I wish I had. I'm kind of almost back there, but not quite. And I always have more plans than time. So so at the moment I've been writing little bits and pieces, but I'm not doing anything with them, because I should finish this first. And then we're going to go into the studio with the Lasses to make a new album. We were almost going to start our theater tour in next week.
Next week.
but not. But there's more and more theaters that have booked us. So there is going to be a proper theater tour with songs from Scotland. And there's a new album with songs from Scotland. We're going to make that. And then, we'll see. I'm going to do this gig on the 13th of February, and then a few more with either a duo or a trio, just to kind of promote the album. And that's all I need to do. I don't need to have a big solo career. And, I'm just making it for me. Really.
Yeah, you have to do that. You just, as long as you love doing it, just do it. Yeah, absolutely right. But
I will be writing, and maybe I'll be writing for the Lasses, or maybe I'll be writing for solo. And, it's to bring out a physical CD is quite a thing, but to put some stuff online is not all that hard. So I'll be singing and playing and writing.
Do you think the Lasses album will be made here or America, or in both places? I suppose you'll probably do it.
No, we're going to do it. We're going to do it again. No, it's not going to be with Catherine. It's just going to be the Lasses.
Oh, I see.
And we will do it again at the studio of Janus Kola.
He
did our last one, and it's
what a great job he did.
And it's so great to work with him. He's like Alan McLaughlin, really.
Yeah, he's just
a couple of years younger, but he plays all the instruments, and he's a great sound engineer. So he's wonderful to work with and to play with.
Oh yeah, well, no better man to make an album with. Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's top notch, and maybe he'll be watching this later on, and we'll give him the thumbs up. Well done, Janus, for that. The last album was super nice. Really was. Do you think you'd live anywhere else outside of the Netherlands if you had given the choice? Would you live in America? Would you consider that? Do you think? We won't mention Timothy now. I'm just saying, if as a country, would you? Are you very much a home bird? Do you love the Netherlands?
I kind of feel at home in a lot of places. I could live in a lot of places.
Yeah.
America would not be my first choice to see where that's politically going.
Indeed.
But then again, the places where my friend lives, where Catherine lives, and where Timothy lives are so beautiful. And
there are some beautiful spots.
And the people there, if you hang around in the right scene, the people are so wonderful. So I'd like to keep traveling, I think.
Yeah,
indeed. Can I live everywhere a little bit?
I know. That would be the game plan for the foreseeable future for all of us. I think. Yeah, just keep on the road and keep doing what you love to do. And that's important. Just a reminder to everybody. Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, and eventually, when I'm old and grey, I'd probably love to live in Scotland. and run a B&B.
Good choice.
And that's just be there.
Just
I
be
got a
there.
I got a loom recently, so I'll just be weaving.
Did you get a loom?
Yeah, I'll be weaving in Scotland and visiting sessions. That would be, would be my thing eventually.
Margot the Weaver. That could be the new stage name.
I am a wee weaver.
I am a wee weaver. I knew there was a song there somewhere. I know the Tannehill Weavers as well, of course. Yeah. Just to remind everybody, you can pre-order the new album. You can also buy the single is already out on the Bandcamp, isn't it? So they can get it there and pre-order the new album on Bandcamp. That would be greatly appreciated, dear listeners, if you can. Margot, thank you so very, very much for your time and your talent and the chat tonight. It was lovely to virtually meet you. I haven't seen you in the flesh in a long time. It's been a while since we had a hug, but we'll meet as soon as we can and maybe sing a song. I'm going to aim for February anyway, that's for sure. And if we're allowed to travel, February 15. Is that right?
13.
No, 13. I keep saying 15. Valentine's Day is in my head.
But
13,
you
February,
can get here on Tuesday and I'll sing you all.
I come up for earlier, and stick around for Valentine's Day in Amsterdam. That's what I'll do. Well, probably. Thanks so much for being here, Margot.
Thank you so much for having me.
Chat to you. Beautiful songs. The very best of luck with the single and with the new album, and we'll see each other down the road.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Bye.
The lovely Margot Merah, folks. Pleasure to have her on the show. Wonderful person, a great songwriter and performer. And you can check her out on the Bandcamp there. I'll just flash up some of the other links there. If you're on Facebook, give her page a like as well, please. And the website is there. And we're going to finish off, of course, with the Lasses and Catherine and Claire. We're going to have a song from them to finish the show tonight. Oh, I'm jumping ahead of myself. So there we go. And thank you all very, very much for tuning in. A couple more comments there. I'll just get through them and say good luck. And thank you, Sitter and Stuff. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. And who's that? Yeah, I'll see. Just saying thanks from a few people. So thank you all so very, very much for tuning in. I'm back again here. The next stream will be a Red Air stream. A 10-song set from a singer-songwriter here, and that's on Wednesday night, the 1st of September, December. My God, it's December already. December 1, Wednesday night, the Red Air streams, the second last Red Air streams here with Lisa, brilliant singer-songwriter from Antwerp. So join us then. Here is the Lasses. Thanks again to Margot for that great chat. And thank you all so much for being with us tonight. We'll see each other on the next Raving with Rua. Here are the Lasses. Take care of yourselves and good night.
Running through the fields, I know you run. I know you're running from the pain inside your heart is living there. Trees stand tall beside the road, you pass them fast. As they grow slow, I know the pain you're running from, I know. The hunter moon, it rises on the land. Let the moonlight guide you. Shine a light that shows you where you stand, like it did to those before you. Skies and shooting stars, passion, joy, broken hearts. I've seen the hurt behind the ice, I know. Always strong, hold on to what wasn't wrong. I know you've known it all along. I know you're strong. The hunter moon, it rises on the land. Let the moonlight guide you. Shine a light that shows you where you stand, like it did to those before you. Hunters and collectors, they don't wander darkened skies. Nothing lasts forever. Your moon, it will rise. It will rise and rise. You inside, you shine so bright. I know the darkness that you fight, just trust in me. I'm at your side, you know. Just trust in me, I'm at your side, you know. The hunter moon, it rises on the land. Let the moonlight guide you. Shine a light that shows you where you stand, like it did to those before you, like it did to those before you.